Welcome to next live stream. Oh, my friends. Welcome to the live stream. Today we're going to be talking about Star Wars rumors. So Kenobi, High Republic, possible KOTOR new game. All the while I am going to be trying to design and build a Lego rendition of the Endar Spire, which is the ship that you open on in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. More famously now known simply as the Hammerhead Corvette, or at least the style is the Hammerhead Corvette. So we're going to be going over that. We're going to be working together, and it's going to be great. I see the chat is already active and wonderful. Hello, chat peoples. How's it going to Bill McLaughlin? I don't know if that's how you say your last name, but I'm going to say it anyway. And it is going great on Lore Star. So yeah, welcome everyone. We got V2. He's going to be here doing the build with me. He's going to be offering his commentary, as helpful or demeaning as it may be. All right. So without further ado, let's start by talking about... Oh, it is McLaughlin. Thank you. All right. So let's start by talking about Kenobi. So there's been a lot of rumors going around that Kenobi has been canceled, which is a little bit of a wait, hold on. We got Athena asking, hey, question, what sequel ships do you ship? What sequel ships do I ship? All of them. All right. No, I have no idea what that question means. Sorry. Anyway, so we're gonna so Kenobi is supposedly either canceled or on hold indefinitely. For those of you who don't know, Ian McGregor had been contracted for a Kenobi live-action series on Disney Plus. I'm going to bring him here so we can see him. Kenobi was in the works. And hold on, we got more chat. Honestly, so this is Brian. Honestly, what more can they even do with the Star Wars franchise? Oh, so much more. We've got so much good stuff. Do you love Big Daddy like from BioShock? Do I love Big Daddy from BioShock? Is that what you're asking? Or is this a weird question? If not, make a Kenobi book series. Yes. If Kenobi is canceled, we will march on to Lucasfilm. Okay. So yeah, is Kenobi really canceled? Do I love my Big Daddy? No comment. So for those of you who don't know, Ian McGregor was contracted for the Kenobi series. It was in the works, and we have had a lot of rumors recently, and supposedly they'd been confirmed that Kenobi was in fact canceled. Don't die. And if that is the case, there's a couple of reasons for why that may be. Now, some of the counter rumors have been that it is canceled indefinitely because they are actually changing it from a series into a feature film. Now, validity of those rumors. So points in favor of that being the case would be, one, that there may not actually be enough potential content or events to occur between where we see Obi-Wan at the end of Revenge of the Sith and where he is at the beginning of A New Hope, with the one event we know happening being the confrontation between Maul and Obi-Wan, which we already saw went down. So having that be the climax of a series would be anticlimactic because we've already seen it and it was already phenomenal in the in Star Wars Rebels. So transforming it into a movie would allow them to tell a much more concise story rather than to just come up with things to have happen on Tatooine. I was getting to that. So that's point number one. But point number two, for it being transferred from a series to a movie, would be, again, that Ian McGregor's a fairly big, high-profile actor, and so having him for a series would be pretty expensive, as opposed to just kind of contracting him for a single movie. Now, points in against it being transferred from a series into the movie is that right now Disney is killing it with the series that they've got going on. Clone Wars is the hype train is in full effect, and Mandalorian was stellar. Whereas their movies have been generally poorly received, with Rogue One being the glaring exception. So since the movies were fairly poorly received, but they are doing a really good job with the series, it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for them to take something that could have been a successful series and change it into a film. But again, I think that the points that I mentioned about Kenobi's story being better suited for a film that point does still stand. And then another point to bring up. All right, hold on. Check it out. What am I checking out? His name is Blue. Okay. So no, so it's not confirmed that they've canceled it. Do not despair yet. But so if it is canceled, it's not canceled. That's not even the rumor. It is postponed indefinitely. Now, if they are keeping it a series or are they changing it to a film and it is canceled indefinitely, there's actually a really good reason for that to cause us not to despair. And so the main reason for us not to despair is that if they are canceling it, it is because they know it's not ready, or that the quality is not high enough for us to appreciate. So taking the time to pull back and really analyze it, make sure it's right before they put it out, rather than just putting out like I have to turn you off if you keep interrupting me, man. So rather than putting out something that is not ready, quality's lower, and something that we would just be like, this sucks, I wish it didn't exist, let's retcon it and start over, I would rather them take the time, get it done right the first time, so that we can have something that we can appreciate. But let's not despair, because there's a lot of really cool stuff that Disney is doing with Star Wars. And we're going to be commenting a little bit more on that. All right, so maybe some awesome choreography. You know what? I really do hope we get some awesome choreography in Star Wars stuff going forward. The sequel trilogy decided to emphasize realism over spectacle, and that's a respectable decision. But I do think that a lot of us Star Wars fans were missing the really intense choreography that came from the prequels, especially. All right, can George Lucas remake the last trilogy? That would be so cool. So I have actually a pretty controversial opinion on that, and I actually think that Disney is better equipped to handle the Star Wars IP than George Lucas. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not bashing on George Lucas, but I am saying that. So I want to examine a couple things. So, for one, let's remember that George Lucas only directed 4 Star Wars movies. Of those 4 Star Wars movies, one of them is considered good. So he directed A New Hope. He did not direct Empire, and he did not direct Return of the Jedi. He directed A New Hope, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. Now, Revenge of the Sith is my favorite, but that doesn't make it good just because it's my favorite. I just enjoy it. So, all right. So didn't Kryant come into the picture before Episode 1 in Legends? Can George... Oh, no. Never mind. I already read that one. Okay. So George Lucas directed 4 Star Wars movies. One of them is considered good, and that's A New Hope, which was... Yeah, as good as it was not original in its story. People criticize Force Awakens for being A New Hope, but newer. But let's not forget that A New Hope was the Hero of a Thousand Faces. It was, it was other stories just told in space. The setting was what was new. The setting what was interesting. Okay, so and George Lucas gave us a wonderful setting that we, are in. It's a debt we can't repay. I mean, that's something that we have to say. But remembering, where Star Wars was, Clone Wars was pretty much the only good Star Wars thing going on at the end of Lucas's reign. He didn't really, he didn't have the desire or the passion to really push Star Wars to everything it can be. So we've got The Mandalorian, right? Which is just phenomenal. And I know probably a lot of you guys have seen stuff about Star Wars Underworld, which actually did look really good. And that was something that George Lucas was working on that I personally think would have been phenomenal. But so, like, I've got this guy, right? I got him at Galaxy's Edge. This is R6 V2. So like the amount that Disney has done with Star Wars beyond the movies. Now, Disney has done 3, and I will say 4 really bad things with Star Wars. Actually, I will say 3, because Force Awakens wasn't atrocious. It just wasn't great. But Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, and I hated Solo. I'm sorry if anyone out there is a Solo fan, but we can't forget that they've done a lot of really good stuff too. And one of it is they've done a really good job at expanding Star Wars from beyond just the movie. Star Wars is a massive behemoth right now. I mean, Galaxy's Edge, if you guys haven't been there, I know you want to go home, is just the chance to be in a Star Wars world that Lucas never intended to give us. Lucas had no intentions of letting us experience being in a Star Wars locale the way that Galaxy's Edge allows us to do. And if you have the ability to go, I highly recommend it. It is one of the, I've only been once, but it is still one of the greatest experiences I've ever had. I'm going to take a moment to read some of the chat. I'm curious, have you dabbled in Compound and Conquer games? Oh, Command and Conquer. I'm sorry. Global Defense. If you're talking to me, not those ones specifically, but I am a big fan of RTS games. Should have his own part of the Disney park. Oh, Mando should have his own part of the Disney park. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be cool. Because Mando takes place in the Mando takes place between the era of the Empire and before the era of the sequels. And Batuu, the canonical story of Batuu, takes place during the sequels. So Batuu is a canonical location. The story that occurs in Galaxy's Edge is a canonical-ish story. So because of that, nothing from other eras takes place there. It's not just stuff that's not their IP, because stuff that is their IP doesn't happen there either. It's just that's the era that they chose to go with, which I have mixed feelings about, because the sequel era isn't my favorite, but Batuu is still really cool. And it's connected to the new Thrawn trilogy, which is a really good book series and the only current Star Wars canon material to include Batuu as a location. Takes place 5 years after. Yes, Mandalorian takes place 5 years after the fall of the Empire, which means 5 years after Return of the Jedi, which would be 9 years after Battle of Yavin, I think. Yeah, Disney Star Wars World Galaxy's Edge is completely lacks classic Star Wars until they change it. It's an eye roll. I disagree. Now, I understand why you say that, and I don't think your opinion is invalid. I think that that's a very good opinion. However, I'll say that the amount of stuff that occurs there that is sequel related is minimal at best. Really, where you're going, it just feels like a Star Wars location. And there's not a lot that really happens there that is sequel specific, other than just the characters that are walking around, which is pretty much First Order stormtroopers, Kylo Ren, Rey, and Chewbacca. There may be others, but I'm pretty sure that's either most of it or all of them. I'm curious who would want to play Darth Revan in a live-action KOTOR film. Not John Wick. So John Wick's actor, that's Keanu Reeves. And that is the fan outcry. Please let Keanu Reeves play Revan. I'm down for that. But of course, it's not my decision to make. But yeah, no, Galaxy's Edge is phenomenal. Don't judge it until you've gone there. That's what I'll say. If you're skeptical, you can be skeptical. If you are not optimistic, you can be not optimistic. But don't say it's great. Don't say it's terrible until you've been there, because there is something really magical about it. Building a droid is phenomenal. I do intend to build a lightsaber there. It's not something that I'm super stoked about, because I actually don't like how thick their lightsabers are around. They're just real hefty. I'm a fan of the aftermarket third-party sabers. from companies like Saberforge, Korbanth. Kyber Light's a really good one if you want just great customer service and good delivery times. So let's see. Have you ever been to the Cantina in LA? I haven't, and I really want to. Okay, who would play HK-47? Ryan Reynolds. That's awesome. Yeah, HK would be probably the hardest person to cast because there's just a very... I mean, you could get the original voice actor. He's still voicing HK 55 and 47 HK 51 and 55 in Star Wars: The Old Republic MMO. So you could get the original voice actor for HK, and that would work. Please don't ask me that, Red J Animations. Vader's Vault is awesome, but it takes like a century for you to get your saber. Yeah, that's a big problem with a lot of the saber companies is slow lead times, especially around Star Wars Celebration, Star Wars movie releases, things like that. If you want quick saber delivery times, there's two options I know of. One is Kyber Light. Kyber Light is like a 2 to 3 day delivery time. I actually ordered a Kyber Light. I had to return it because it overdrew my bank account and I wasn't able to keep it. But seriously, it got here in like 3 days. It was insane. So Kyber Light is awesome. Kyber Light functions very similarly to the Galaxy's Edge build your own lightsaber style, except all the pieces are metal. It's not plastic on the inside. And two, it's the same if you guys had like the ultimate lightsaber from 2005 where you just kind of like slide the parts on. You've got a universal chassis and you just slide the design parts on. So you can buy new design parts and like there's a lot of customization that goes into it. Because of that, there's not as much like handcrafting as the bigger companies like Saberforge or Korbanth or Vader's Vault or Ultra Sabers. I'm not a fan of Ultra Sabers either. Or I should say I'm not a fan of their original designs. The other good option, if you want them quick, not as quickly as Kyber Light, but if you want it within a month, Saberforge has an Etsy shop, which one has way better customer service than their store. Their store has just the worst customer service. It's horrendous. But Melissa, who handles the Saberforge Etsy shop, she's just awesome. You can basically, the difference between the Etsy shop and their main shop is the main shop builds your saber to order. So if they have the parts, that's what it means if it's in stock. And when you order it, they start working on it. They start assembling it, building it, etc. So it just takes a long time to get your saber. Whereas the Etsy shop, from what I can tell, it seems like they're orders that were canceled. So they had started building it, and then the person who wanted it canceled the order. So they sell it on the Etsy shop, and it is nice suit. Thank you. So they sell it on the Etsy shop, and it's much easier to wait like 3 weeks. I bought one of the sabers from the Etsy shop, and it took 8 days from ordering it to it was at my door. So much better lead times than their main shop. So yeah, companies like Korbanth, companies like Vader's Vault, companies like Saberforge, Ultra Sabers, all of them expect 2-month wait at the minimum, which is really hard if you are already waiting to save up for your saber. So if you're waiting to save up the money to buy it, and then you have to wait for the money to get it, that's what makes Korbanth a good option, though, is because you can kind of do a layaway where you like put on a down payment and you pay it off as you go. And that way you can start before you have all the money. And hopefully by the time you've paid it off, the saber will be ready to ship. So that's a good option. All right. So we're going to keep talking. We're going to keep talking about Star Wars rumors, particularly High Republic. And what do you think about the Imperial Royal Guard? Well, the Imperial Royal Guard is awesome, trained to be the absolute best of the best. But anyway, yellow. Okay. If you had to have a lightsaber color, what would it be? Mine? Green. So hold on. So this is my current saber. So it is the base of it is a Saberforge Bastion, but I did all the electronics myself because I don't trust Saberforge electronics. Plus, it's the Jedi way to build your own lightsaber. Nismobug, I'm going to be answering that question in just a moment. We're going to be talking about a potential KOTOR remake, reboot, sequel thing. But anyway, so this is my saber. So this here is a double-bladed adapter with a double female adapter to make it longer. I need to tap this so I can move the cover tech wheel down here because it's really annoying to have in the middle. But you can see I've got a crystal in there. And so yeah, it's green. Sorry, I just blinded y'all. But I've got 2 sabers coming in the mail right now because I'm gonna be using them here on the channel, so they're tax deductible. But I'm getting a Qui-Gon from Corbanth, which is awesome. Corbanth told me it would be a 4 to 8 week lead time, and they promised me on email that it would be definitely less than 2 months. But then they realized that China takes 3 weeks off in February for Chinese New Year. So now my projected wait is until the end of March to get my Qui-Gon. I'm a little upset about that. I mean, not upset. I am disheartened and saddened by that because I really want the Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon's lightsaber, the plastic one, was my first lightsaber I ever owned. So I'm excited to be able to have that. And then I ordered the Count, which is Saberforge's Count Dooku model, and that should be coming soon, we hope. And I'm really excited about that one because I have always loved Count Dooku's lightsaber, and Saberforge does a really great job at getting his design correct. I think Ron Perlman would be a great Canderous Ordo in a live-action KOTOR film. I mean, they even sound the same. Good advice. All right, so speaking of KOTOR, so let's start by getting... Oh, bother. I should have gotten some pins ready. All right, so we're going to start with these bad boys because any good Lego design needs infrastructure. So we're going to be starting with these type pieces. These are just long bricks with Technic holes in the middle of them. And I'm going to be pulling up on my phone pictures of the Endar Spire for inspiration. All right, I just got all the NeoPixel electrons. Yeah, my Qui-Gon is going to be NeoPixel. And built the hilt from bits and parts. Oh, that's awesome, man. See, I like to build my own lightsabers too, but I've never built my own hilt. But I am going to be... So my Qui-Gon is coming pre-installed. And then I'm going to live stream the... I'm going to... live stream the installation for my Count Dooku, which is... Shut up, it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, because yeah. All right, so my lightsaber would be yellow Jedi Sentinel. All right, yeah, go. I might get a lightsaber in the near future. Nice. Can you buy... do I buy Lego Star Wars regularly? No, I do not. I don't buy Legos super regularly, but thankfully I've got a pretty good collection from when I was a child, so I've got a lot to work with for building my own stuff, which is great. I tend to only buy a couple sets a year. Usually around my birthday and Christmas. All right. In the Endar Spire, I have the memories. The first time seeing a Jedi and Sith in action, unaware of who I really was and the destiny. I have both KOTOR games. I have both KOTOR games too. Okay, yes. So let's talk about the KOTOR remake rumors. So, first question that I have for you guys. There are rumors that KOTOR is going to be remade. And so the rumors also. Gosh dang it! It's hard to talk and dig because I want you guys to be able to hear me. All right, that should be good. Okay, so yes. I know I should have gotten these pieces beforehand, but I just forgot. All right, so KOTOR is supposed to be remade by EA, which is actually pretty great because even though EA has a bit of a bad reputation, they've been okay lately. They kind of let Respawn do whatever they want for Jedi Fallen Order, and it was really, really good. And now we have a rumor that EA is going to be doing a Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake. Now, big question is, what studio do you think would be working on it? Because obviously they own BioWare. Would I have preferred Force Awakens movie if Force Awakens Kylo Ren didn't kill Han Solo? No, I think that was a really emotional and powerful moment. I don't think that taking that out would have been a good idea at all. Obviously, EA still owns BioWare. So it's very possible that EA could use BioWare to remake the KOTOR game like they made KOTOR 1. I think that that's the obvious answer, right? Like that's the one like, oh yeah, of course, it'll be BioWare. And that's what I thought at first. Then I started thinking about it. I was like, BioWare is just refusing to let Anthem die. Plus, it's rumored that they're going to be working on a new Dragon Age. And it's also rumored that they're working on another Mass Effect or a Mass Effect something related to Mass Effect. So it's like they can't work on everything. They're going to just implode. So who would actually be the one to work on a new Knights of the Old Republic game? These are all different sizes. See, he's voting for Respawn, and I really do. I understand. The problem with Respawn, though, is I've never seen them do a. You'd rather see the fan. Oh, so okay. So Jeffrey Turner, aka Mega Jetty, said that he'd rather see a fan remake, and I think what you're referring to is Aperion, which was the fan remaster of KOTOR that was in the works a little while ago. And I think it was halted maybe a year or two ago. There was a cease and desist going on around that, and so that is unfortunate. Who do I prefer, Kylo Ren or Darth Vader? Oh, Darth Vader, obviously. So there was a cease and desist regarding Aperion, which is distressing. But it could mean that the reason they wanted a cease and desist is because they themselves were working on something, and by they I mean EA, which would be actually pretty great. At least we hope it would. Ooh. This might have some pieces that I need. Time to cannibalize. Oh, maybe it doesn't. Yeah, so the question, though, that I have for you guys is if you thought that a KOTOR remake was going to happen, who would you want at the helm? Because, so even though our inclination is to say BioWare, because BioWare did the first one, their last two games have been relatively poorly received. Tom Hardy's Malik. Oh my gosh, I hadn't thought of that, and that's my new favorite. Yes, Master Cyclonus. Tom Hardy as Darth Malik. Make it happen. Now, Disney has expressed continually that they do not intend to neglect the Republic era, which is good for us as fans, because we don't want them to neglect the Old Republic era. And that very well could come in the form of a new game. It's just Bane from Dark Knight Rises. Yes, just Bane, but instead of a mouthpiece, he's just missing his mouth altogether. Beautiful. All right. Oh, man. I need some more pieces, but that bin's all the way over there. Ooh, you know what? I've got this bin. This might have some of the pieces I want. All right. So if we got a KOTOR remake, Respawn has been killing it. Respawn, for those who don't know, they did Titanfall. That's what made them famous, and have done such a good job with Titanfall that basically Respawn just kind of lets them do whatever they want, which is really great. That's what you want in a studio, that you want them to have creative control. You want the studio to trust, or you want the developers to trust. I'm sorry, you want the studio to support and trust the developers. And I think Respawn is really the best candidate for that. There we go. And so if you had asked me, I would think Respawn would be good, but the problem with Respawn is they don't have a lot of experience with MMO style games. And so the question would be, would the new KOTOR have to be an MMO? So what do you guys think? Do you think KOTOR would need to be an MMO? All right. And while you guys are working on answering that, I'm going to... So this is going to be the frame for the Endar... I shouldn't touch that. Frame for the Endar Spire. Ooh, that's an idea. If I use one of these, that gives me width. Let's do a white. This one's my longest one. All right, let's see. You'd say RPG like Assassin's Creed Odyssey? Oh, really? Okay. I mean, I think I just don't like those kind of RPG lights. KOTOR could work as an MMO. So like the Old Republic, but more like a single player game on the market would be nice. Yeah, no, I agree. Plus, we just proved, along with Respawn's help, to EA that we want Star Wars single player games. So I think, if you were to ask me, I think that this idea was in the works. I think that they had thrown this idea around, but KOTOR is such a delicate IP. Like, the fans are really protective of KOTOR, that I would imagine that Disney would be hesitant to greenlight, and especially EA would be hesitant to greenlight it if they really were correct and fans of video games didn't want single player games anymore. And so if that were the case, if fans didn't want single player games anymore, they would have been essentially ruined KOTOR by making a single player KOTOR game. So I believe that it's possible that Fallen Order was a testing of the waters, where they kind of put it out there and said, okay, will fans actually pay for a single player Star Wars game? If yes, then we'll greenlight KOTOR. That's the theory. Keanu Reeves as Darth Revan. Well, of course. Yeah. I mean, who doesn't want Keanu Reeves as Darth Revan? That's the dream. All right. Oh, you know what? Okay, so the inside of the Ebon Hawk is kind of dark gray. So we're going to go with my dark bluish gray. And put that there. No. Let's put it here. All right. I need to know what side I'm doing as the front. Who should play Basilishan? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know why my mind goes to Anne Hathaway. I don't know if that's a good idea. It just kind of was the first actress that came to my mind. What do you guys think about that? Who like my ego? No, who should play Basilishan? Like I said, my instinct was just Anne Hathaway, just like that. But Keanu Reeves should play Basilishan. Keanu Reeves, just a whole like Polar Express with Tom Hanks. Just everyone is Keanu Reeves. I think that girl who plays Wasp in Marvel, she would. I don't know how good her English accent is, but she looks the part for sure. Yeah. That's a really good idea. Cersei Lannister actress. I wasn't big on Game of Thrones, so I don't know who that is. Natalie Dormer. Okay. Mother of Dragons Bastila. I might not be big on Game of Thrones, but I know the reference. All right, let's see here. So if I do this here and this here, this can be the back. Ugly little boomers in a sleet dog. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want. All right. Oh, Kira, yeah. The guy who Morgan Freeman. Oh gosh. I mean, it's pretty clear that Jolie Bindo was kind of written as a Morgan Freeman type character. So it's either racist or appropriate. I'm not sure which, and I'm not equipped to make that call. So you can let him know, and I wash my hands of that discussion. All right. Who would play? So, you mean Karth? I mean, so Karth could be played by his actual actor, but again, the guy who plays him doesn't look anything like Karth. If you guys watched Once Upon a Time, he's Jiminy Cricket, the psychiatrist, which is great. But yeah. All right. My phone keeps locking, which limits my ability to check out what I'm doing here. Okay. All right. Admiral Saul Carith. Yeah, so Admiral Saul Carith. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you could get pretty much anyone to play him, and it would be because he's not he's not a companion, so he's not super iconic in his presentation or his demeanor. You could really get pretty much anyone to play him. Is this a good idea to have this here? I'm not sure. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to put these here. It's going to end up needing to be wider, but you know, it slopes, so it's good for me to leave this area level. All right, OMG, I hope they get the soldier guy from Avatar to play Trask. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm down. That would be awesome. All right, which boyfriend devil boomers cheat? Nope. Who would play Atten Reed if they decided to remake KOTOR 2? It just better be pure Pazak. That decision. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you could get a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of really charming actors you could get for that role. All right. Okay. So I think that this is a good foundation to start with. And oh, you know what? This is going to need some stuff in there because I'm going to need to for the bits. Okay, if we do this, wait, we can do these too, can't we? Yes, if we do these this way, that's a pretty good idea. I think I'm going to go for that. All right, comments. Let's see what you get to say. Yeah. You're still talking about the same thing. Okay. So if I do this here and this here. Wait, I wonder if I can find. All right, Lore Star, is this an actual Starforge Lego set, or are you custom? No, so this is, well, it's all real pieces. I'm not using custom pieces, but I am designing it as you're watching. So this is, I'm just kind of free building, but don't despair. I have been free building for years. Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I need. Shut up, I am good. So you can see this is my Hero. Oop, no, you can't see. That's my Harrower Dreadnought in the back. That was a really fun build. And then I think some of you guys might have noticed my Lego Ebon Hawk in the background of some of my other videos, which is another favorite of mine. Yay, live stream. Absolutely yay, live stream. Ooh. This might end up being exposed, so I need to make sure that it's the same color for both. Okay, so we've got that as an option. Okay, that's a black version. That's a tile. That doesn't go in there. I would love it if I could find two in the same color. That's a new color. All right, Lore Star, have you made Lego Rogue Shadow from Force Unleashed? You know, I didn't love the design of that ship, so no, I haven't. Or unless you're talking about the official Lego one, which I also didn't own. Actually, I'm not. I have to be honest. I did try to build that one years ago when Force Unleashed was new, but I was nothing more than a child. I think child's a little strong. I was a teenager. All right. Well, it looks like I don't have the option of. Oh, I didn't check in here. Otherwise, I might not have the option of having two of the same color. Yeah, that would appear to be the case. All right, I'm going to pause that and take a look at some of these comments. All right, Laura Star, do you think it would be possible to rewire... Wait, do you think it would be possible to rewire the right Galaxy's Edge C-3PO with HK quotes? Well, yes, it's possible. But something tells me you're not asking if it's possible. You're asking if it would be easy or even doable. Am you depressed? I don't know if you am depressed. Paul Hogan as Admiral Saul Kareth. I think that's a pretty good option. Okay, that's going to have to do. Right. He already does voice acting for BioWare. Oh, so you're saying for the video game, not for the movie. Yeah, because if you're doing video game, I mean, why not use the original cast? Because most of them are still around. Ask me these questions at JFair. Okay. I don't know what JFair is, but sure. Nope. Nope. By the way, speaking of fairs and the like, I am going to be at Star Wars Celebration this year in Anaheim. So if anyone wants to meet me, I will be there. Yes, I will be doing Yoda's Sex Life. I'm going to show that. It hit it because I will be doing Yoda's Sex Life. That is a video that is potentially in the works because there are some interesting pieces of information that we've been given that would seem to suggest that he had one, which is fun. Always love to talk about that. All right. Well, I'm not going to look up JFair right now because I'm working on this. But actually, I don't know if that's a good idea. I had an idea to use Technic beams to support it going up, but I don't know how well that would work. So for now, we're just going to be sticking with this. Arnold Schwarzenegger is Canderous Ordo. Please don't. That about says it. I mean, it would be hilarious, but it would be more of a meme than anything anyone would actually enjoy. All right. but the memes would abound. All right. Ooh, I could do that. That's not a bad idea. In fact, if I do that, I can actually use this piece. Yeah, boy. All right, that's it. I found it. I'm excited now. Now we're cooking with gas. All right, let's see here. Oh, bugger. Need another. All right, Lore Star. Arnie would make a great Mandalorian if you were in Star Wars. I mean, he would. But ooh, your comments keep getting hidden because of your choice of language. So just a friendly warning. I might not always be there to manually approve them. All right. That's pretty good. So what I'm going to do, so I've got the beams here for the structural support, and then you can see I'm going to attach the hammerhead onto that. All right, Red J Animations, sure. You seem like a troll to me, but what do I know? All right, let's see. Oh, poop. So if I do this, might not be a great idea. It's a cult. It is a cult. Wait, don't know. It's bad. Yes, your stuff is hidden because it has X in it. So it keeps saying it's not safe for the chat. Yes, I did mark it as not for kids, but still. I need to stop bumping my mic because it's getting loud. I'm American. Why does my choice of language matter? From a constitutional standpoint, it doesn't, but from YouTube's terms and agreements, it does. They're a private organization, and they are allowed to monitor. Well, actually, it's not even YouTube. Advertisers are allowed to choose what type of stuff that they want stuff to appear on or not. Since I don't think this live stream is being monetized, I think that it's just down to YouTube's guidelines, community guidelines. So this is a wee bit narrow, but I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Don't join a cult, guys. I can't stress that enough. Okay, I think I've got another really good idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to raise that up. Ooh, okay. So we're going to take this. Ah, shoot. I got to get my brick separator. I'm going to turn this so you guys can see as I go get some other stuff. So this is all my display stuff. All right, and I'm getting brick separator and you know what? I'm going to get out of here. This guy. All right. So we are continuing our talk about I want to hear what you guys have to say about the KOTOR remake. So it's rumored to be both a sequel and a remake, kind of. So for me, I'm actually wondering if that means that they are going to be undoing Revan's story, which, I mean, not undoing, that's not the right term, not following Revan's story, which I think has its merits, because if we were to follow Revan's story, we already know the twist. We already know the twist. And we know, how are they going to do Revan's story better than they did it the first time? Lore Star, I got to head out now. My story writing isn't going to finish itself. Have a great live stream and a good night. All right, you too, Jeffrey Turner, a.k.a. Mega Jetty. It was a pleasure to have you on board. We're going to miss you terribly. I miss everyone when they leave me. Oh, that's nifty. Sometimes my wife finds me Legos at thrift stores, so I end up with these buckets of half-built stuff. Ooh, that's what I want right there. I was going to build a Lego Reaper, and it didn't end up happening. So, bye. Loris. Oh wait, no, I already read that one. Come on, guys, in the chat. Distract me more. I'm focusing too much. I'm going to finish this. You gotta do a better job of. Your job is to not let me finish this. Ooh, all right. Never seen a guy in a suit play with Legos? Well, that's your loss. I play and lift Legos while wearing a suit all the time. Story should be about the first Ogdo. The Ogdo Bogdo? Or Ogdo Bago? I don't remember. They were to make Game of Thrones book recently, did a showing captures. It would make players SWOTOR continue their meat scourge and such. Right. Yep. Okay. If I look in here, I might have some of the big guys. I mean, not that. These. All right. Chat. Come on, guys. Work with me here. You know what? That might work. All right. Well, at least someone is talking. All right. Where do you get these half-built Legos? Thrift stores. My wife finds Legos at thrift stores. It's a great place to find Legos if you know where to look. I don't. She does, so I have them. It's really it's just good to round out my infrastructure. So it's not good like for looking for sets or things like that, but like if you need just a couple extra pieces in your just to round out your bins, that's a good place to find just piles of Legos, if you know where to look again. So half of them are stuff I would have never bought myself, but that's good because that means it's pieces that I might not have had otherwise, or might not have had as much of. So like, for instance, with my large collection of Star Wars Legos, I have a lot of like gray and black parts. Yes, I am a man building Legos. You got a problem with that? No, I'm just kidding. Of course you don't have a problem with that. It's awesome. The Bogdo was in Sith Lord all around. Yep, the Bogdo was the true villain. It's like the Darth Jar Jar theory, but with the Bogdo, which makes even more sense. I got 16 Lego sets flex. It's a good amount. I've got some. So let's see. We can see we got the Ebon Hawk right there. These are some what do you call it? Like the creator expert buildings. That's the detective's office, and then that's the Parisian restaurant. Boop. That's the prototype Inquisitor Star Destroyer or Star Destroyer TIE Fighter. We got the Mandalorian ATST. That's my custom Normandy, Kodiak, Mantis. You can't see it. There's a Trident fighter right there. And if we look down, that's Scorch from that's BT, both from Titanfall 2. White Millennium Falcon, Swoop Bike. Yep. If you want to see any of those up close, I'll be happy to grab them. All right. I used to collect Legos all the time. Still have them, but I don't play with them. I just look at them. Yeah, I mean, Legos are. I always liked Legos because you could do just about anything. Absolutely, that's the whole point, man. So here I am trying to build a Lego KOTOR set. Ooh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that now. Where's my Lego Ogdobago? Where are you, my Fallen Order sets Lego? I know. What's up with the lack of Fallen Order? Lego has done almost like they've had a really lackluster selection of just Star Wars video game related sets in general. Force Unleashed had one. The Old Republic had 2 sets and 2 battle packs. And that's all I can think of. If I'm missing some, let me know. But I can't think of any. But yeah, the Mantis would have been a great, and it's one I thought about building. In fact, at this point, this could become the Mantis if I really wanted it to. Do you guys want me to change course? Do you want this to be the Mantis now, or you guys want the Endar Spire? All right. Stay Spire. The Shadow. I'm not building the Shadow. It really is a cult. Maul. I'm not Red J. I'm Green J. How much Lego sets do I have? I have no idea, man. It's too many. Once I have built 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Do I only have 28 built? Seems like I should have more than that, but maybe that's 29. 29 it looks like. If anyone wants to if anyone wants to see any particular sets that I own and or built, I'd be happy to show them off. I've got a bunch of Mass Effect sets, and I have a bunch of Star Wars stuff. So I have a Basilisk War Droid from the Mandalorian culture. I have what I call Basilisk Black Volker Escape, which is basically a swoop bike and a cage. Yeah, the Old Republic. From the Old Republic, not Knights of the Old Republic, I have the Harrower Dreadnought. And I have, like I said, a bunch of Mass Effect stuff. I've got 2 things from Titanfall. That's all I can think of. There will be an Old Republic trilogy. So no, that's High Republic. High Republic is different from Old Republic. High Republic is an era that takes place roughly between. It takes place basically starting when the Sith died 1,000 years before Phantom Menace, and goes on to around the era of, like, I don't know, at least 400 years before Phantom Menace. But like kind of like Yoda's lifetime is High Republic. So the rumored High Republic stuff we are supposed to be getting is potentially going to follow Yoda. I'm not 100% sure on that, but those are the rumors I've heard. Hello, Red J Animations, and welcome back. It's funny that you showed up right after Green J Animations left. Do you have a Death Star? I don't have a Lego Death Star. Not green anymore. Yeah, but where did Green J go? It's a mystery. It's like how Bruce Wayne is never around when Batman shows up. Have you how much money have I invested in Lego builds? It's hard to tell because it's over the period of such a long amount of time. So it's hard to be like, to put an exact number to it. I really don't know. A lot. Do I have Millennium Falcon? I have Lando's Millennium Falcon. So the white one. Hi, Green Jay. Where'd Red Jay go? It seems so odd. Any particular... yeah, that's not going to work. Ooh, I wonder how many studs I have to raise that. You know what? It's better to use colored bricks for stuff like that. All right, I guess I need the blue bin. Yeah, he left. I know he's left. He had to go to the bathroom. Superstar Star Fun, but huge. Let's see. Anything particular you guys want to see while I get up? Because I'm gonna. So I'll turn this so you can see me while I go over here. I just got to get my blue bin, which is up here. It's actually not all blue. It's blue and like a rust orange color. The lighting is just horrible over there. It's just real bad for videos. When will they be a High Republic trilogy, and how many episodes? Well, if it's a trilogy, that means there will be 3 movies. But to answer your question about when, I don't know. Well, Strong Bear, don't leave the chat if just because it was the wrong one. We still want you. Okay. I wonder if I do this. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna try 2. All right. I had one of those Superstar Destroyers, but mine dropped down the stairs. Oh no! Well, don't kill your sister. One question: what's the Star Wars Racer's Revenge? Oh no! But that does bring up a good question. If you guys want to try to stump me at trivia, now's your chance. Da da da! Always love. Oh yes, perfect. All right, cool. So I had to do 2 plates here to get the holes to line up. on that, but that's going to add a lot of structural integrity. Am I going to do a giveaway? Not in this episode, but hope I am planning on it. Yeah, so I'm hoping to do a lightsaber giveaway soon. That would be my ideal, because I believe that every Jedi needs a lightsaber. I just need the money to be able to give something away, because I don't right now, but I would love to do that. I just think that that's something that's important to me about the community. Okay. How did everyone in the chat like Rise of Skywalker and Lore Star? So my initial reaction to Rise of Skywalker can be found here on the channel. I think I might have taken it down. Oh well, it wasn't a big deal. Basically, I thought originally it was as good as it could have been, given where Last Jedi left off. Last Jedi, Rian Johnson just went rogue with The Last Jedi, and they needed J.J. Abrams to come in and do cleanup, basically. And I don't think it was as bad as it could have been. But the whole movie felt like cleanup to me. It didn't feel like it was telling its own story. It just kind of felt more like it was trying to fix Star Wars. What's my biggest Lego set now? Okay, so John Paul Grillet, are you asking what's the biggest one I've built, or the biggest one that I own? I'll be waiting for your response. Or sorry, biggest one I built or bought, please, because there's a big difference there. I've built many sets bigger than ones that I've ever bought. I heard Boba and Jango are not Mandalorian and canon. Yeah, there's a video on that on this channel. I actually wrote that video. Boba and Jango. George Lucas was adamant. He was like, no, they're not actual Mandalorians, which I think is fine, because ultimately Boba and Jango have their own set of rules. They're not like part of the Mandalorian culture. Maybe if they had an actual plan for the trilogy, things would have been better. Yeah, you're right. I mean, so here's the thing. They did have a plan. J.J. Abrams wrote an outline for all three movies, but Rian Johnson was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna use any of that. And they were like, that's fine. Just don't go too off the rails. And we all know how that went. So no, there was a plan. The problem was that directors were allowed to deviate from that plan if they thought that was the best decision. And that's what Rian Johnson thought the best decision was. And it just derailed everything else. I appreciate you too, Khonshu. I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry. And the host, Lore Star. Very honest and knowledgeable. That's very kind. They also bought plans from George Lucas, didn't use it. Yeah, but that's because George Lucas's plans were, one, everyone knew them. I mean, but the problem with George Lucas is everything was so convoluted, because he just kind of greenlit anything that would make money. So there was a lot of stuff in Legends that just contradicted itself all over the place, and it made it very difficult to have a cohesive storyline. I'm not trashing him. I just think that having Pablo Hidalgo or someone in charge of canon is, a good idea. All right. Oh, John Paul. All right. I'll see you later, man. Can someone please help me with my fan fiction? I don't want to name the son Kevin. Huh. Hey, Callig, you're back. They also brought, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? Rogue One. Rogue One is my favorite Star Wars movie. It's just one that every time I watch it, I like it more. And if I watch it too many more times, it will become my favorite movie of all time. So I need to be careful. Because I don't want to dethrone Inception. But no, Rogue One is my favorite Star Wars movie. Favorite episode would be episode 3. Now, I'm not saying best, because it's not the best. Empire's the best. Me was at school. Oh, Callig, well, thanks for showing up when you could. We are right now talking about Star Wars rumors, and especially rumors for a KOTOR movie. Actually, no, High Republic movie, KOTOR video game. I do not think we are getting a KOTOR movie. I think we're getting High Republic. I do not think it's going to be Old Republic, because it seems to me that they are going to be kind of staying away from. I'm just showing you guys what's going on here. Staying away from that for the most part from the movies. If I do that. Yeah, that's okay. I think I can get away with that. That roof seems like it'd be high enough. I need another picture. Dash, Dash is looking totally weird today and lost his accent altogether. So for those of you who haven't been keeping up, Dash is wanting to focus primarily on his gaming channel. So I've been helping out here to free up his schedule for that. So if you're into Diablo and a little bit of other stuff, you can check him out on Game Dash, Game Lore, something like that. It's good stuff, all good stuff. And he's asked me. Because, I've been writing and editing for him for a while. And he's like, hey, the channel is, I'm not really giving it enough attention that it deserves, and people want more content. And I was like, oh, I'll work on it. I'll help. All right. Oh, yes, I am the teacher guy. That is absolutely me. Mace Windu is my favorite character. Oh, wait, you're not talking to me, but that's okay. What's everyone stole for 2020? Oh, yes, and hi, friends. I like Revenge of the Sith. I like Revenge of the Sith 2, Ninja Zombie Slayer. I like Red J better. Qui-Gon's a great character. Actually, my favorite Star Wars character is, from the movies. Actually, I've said it before. Does anyone know what my favorite character from the movies is? I'll tell you what. I'll give you a special shout out if you can tell me my favorite character from the movies. Go. Who's a fan of Lego? Well, hopefully you are if you're here, because that's what we're doing right now. Jar Jar. Sure. No. Life's been good to me. No. Jar Jar has not been good to me. Favorite movie. So my favorite Star Wars character is Revan, but I'm asking about my favorite character on screen. Who's my favorite on-screen Star Wars character? Darth Maul is not correct. Darth Vader is not correct. Although I will say that both of those answers are close in the same way. So that's your hint. Obi-Wan is not correct. You guys are just guessing. Luke is not correct. BB-8 is not correct. Anakin is not correct. Yeah, I'm special. By the way, the answer is different. No. Yoda's not correct. Chewie is not correct. Hondo's a really good answer. It's, I'll say Hondo's my favorite character to be introduced in Star Wars or in animation, or to exist primarily in animation. Thrawn, notwithstanding, because Thrawn is my favorite, but he wasn't introduced in animation. Biggs is not correct. Baby Yoda is not correct. Neither is Rex. Palpatine is not as close as Vader and Maul. Bill McLaughlin. Palpatine is not as close as Vader or Maul. Count Dooku. James, okay. Count Dooku is correct. Yep, Count Dooku is my favorite on-screen character in Star Wars. I've got a lot of reasons for that. Oh. All right, back up, chat. Okay, so yes, well, Tyrannus, yeah, but Dooku specifically. Let's see. It's close, of course, Christopher. Yeah, of course, it has to be Christopher Lee. Come on. Who else? But yeah, so Count Dooku. Reason Count Dooku is my favorite. Sorry, I got cars outside. It's dumb. So reason Count Dooku is my favorite is one, because of his the way he's just such a unique character. He's not clearly black or white, but he's kind of a free thinker of sorts who does what he believes is right. Now, of course, and it made all the more complex by the fact that he's sided with the Sith eventually. But especially if you look at his story before he became a Sith, Dooku was really one of the only ones who highlighted a lot of the sins of the Jedi Order and the Republic, and they were real problems. They were not things that he was like, it was an opinion of his, but he identified real problems that needed to change, and that's something that made him really cool, in my opinion. Was that you don't get a lot of characters who are bad for the right reasons in Star Wars, and Dooku is that character. So James, okay, you got it, and thank you for guessing my favorite character. All right, or favorite on-screen character, or in movie character, I guess I should say. All right, so I only wish Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing were on screen together. Oh man, that would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. So for you guys, let's see. I really need to keep this accessible. All right, I am getting something to show you guys. It's pretty cool. All right, that was unprofessional. For some reason, I turned on R6's wheels, and that was weird and loud. All right, Nathan, why are you calling me Beeb? That's weird, man. I love how Dooku was legitimately sad that Qui-Gon died. And I know. Yeah, Dooku really did care about Qui-Gon. Dooku was not a bad guy. He was a good guy on the bad side. And that's part of what makes him so interesting. All right, so this is what we got so far. It does feel a little tall, but it's tall in the back and it narrows as it gets to the front. I think my biggest problem is going to be bringing the roof down. So if I do that there, F for 5. Oh man, don't remind me. Come on. I have to pay my respects. I wonder if Echo had his chip removed. No, Echo was 2 by the book. Echo wouldn't go for that. Dave Filoni shave clone trooper helmet brow off. Okay. Count Dooku used his blue kyber crystal to turn it red. Probably, I would imagine so. I would imagine. I mean, it's not confirmed in the Dooku novel. In fact, the Dooku novel cuts off kind of at a weird point where it's like, okay, he declares himself Count, and I'm like, all right, we're going to get the journey from Count to Darth, because we got the journey from Padawan to Knight, and the journey from Knight to Master, and then Master to Grandmaster, and then Grandmaster to Count, but then no journey from Count to Darth. And I was like, okay, because the Darth, the Tyrannus in the book, in the Dooku Jedi Lost book, is really malevolent and kind of evil, whereas Count Dooku is still a good guy when we last see him. So how did he get there? I mean, we can assume the decay of the dark side and the sway of Palpatine, but I would have liked to have seen that play out and kind of bridge that gap a little bit more. That's something that I wish they'd done. Wish Grievous took my saber. Oh my, Nathan, no, Nathan. All right. My favorite character in Star Wars is the trash can on Tatooine. Do you mean the Gonka droid? You talking about the Gonk droid? Kind of looks like a trash can. All right. So this is my footlocker, because this is from KOTOR. So I got to have a footlocker. All right, Laura Star. Hey, Big Z. Hey, Calig. Next big question. What are the 6 spheres of the Dark Council as of the Onslaught? Oh, man, I haven't played Onslaught. So I know there's Sphere of Technology, Sphere of War. Is that one? Footlocker for life. Yeah, Bill Goffin. Wait, a gonk ain't a trash can. It's not a trash can, but some people could think it looks like a trash can. Favorite Star Wars character is Bobby Shmurda. Thorn is one of. Oh, Thorn is a great character. Nathan, stop it! I'm not your Beeb. My fantasy is dominated by Yoda. Oh gosh, Cooper, bad Cooper, bad Cooper. No. No. Okay, this is still okay. So if I, ooh, oh yeah, okay. I've got ideas, guys. I've got ideas, and they're a spinning. Ideas are a turning. Lore Star, I'll give you a hint. Many of them were combined together. Wait, next few questions. Who is your favorite J animation? Yellow Jay, I don't know, man. You said you're the only girl Jay. Whatever. You're weird, and I feel weird for talking to you. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. Don't hunt me down with your cult. Yeah, I wish I just haven't played Onslaught yet. I've been focusing on my GTN listings. Is Onslaught worth playing? Because I played through the KOTOR, KOTET storylines. But I haven't played it. I hope Baby Yoda gets his own Mandalorian gear and lightsaber. Oh, that just make him OP. Sweet. All right. Nathan, I don't want your number. Please don't give it to me. I won't use it. All right. Let's see here. Yoda is good with the Force. Yes. Now, we know Baby Yoda is not Yoda. It has been suggested that Baby Yoda is not even the child of Yoda. Why can't you bang Valkorian's? Not Valkorian's wife. That's it. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Why can't you bang Valkorian's wife in Kotfi? And I think you mean romance because I would be answering a different question to answer the one you posed. Why can't you romance? What's her name? It starts with an S. Senya. Why can't you romance Senya? Yeah, you can romance Arkin. You cannot romance Senya. And probably because even though he's evil, her heart still pines for the old Valkorian. And frankly, she's just not into you like that. All right, same side. Nope, not talking about that. You can romance Arkin. You can romance Arkin. All right. Dang it, guys. I need more of those bricks with the holes in them. Oh, all right. Here's some. Preferably two that are the same size and color. All right, chat. Not reading that one. Dad joke. Oh, you're saying that if Valkorian's in my head, then it's not like she's even cheating on him? Well, all right. That's one way of looking at it. I don't think that's entirely the way it works, but yes, his spirit does live on in all of our heads. Is anyone in the chat who knows SWTOR expansions? Which expansion was your favorite? That's for the chat. So chat, what SWTOR expansion was your favorite? I liked Kotfi, Knights of the Fallen Empire. But wait, are you talking about expansions or all right, Ninja Zombies, it's a pleasure having you. Nathan, geez, dude, do I have to call your mom or something? You're being all inappropriate in my chat place. All right. Oh, thanks, Jay. I love how the colors of your profile are not indicative of the color of your name. Lore Star, what planet is Luke's new Jedi temple in Star Wars canon? Can you touch green lightsabers if you have gloves on? Wait, oh, you didn't say green. Can you touch lightsabers if you have gloves on? No, you cannot, Strong Bear. Strong gloves. I mean, unless they're Cortosis. If they're Cortosis, you can. But otherwise, no. No, that's a bad idea. Jay says yes, and I welcome you to try it, Jay. Because I think that'd be funny. But I'm going to say no. Valen looks better in Kotfi over Kotet. Yeah, you're right. She does. But you can just take off her appearance. What do you call those? The appearance things. So you're the man I see when my dad's not here. That's Nathan. Nathan, stop it. Stop being weird. You're making me uncomfortable. All right. Whoa. Fox is just following orders. Oh, yeah. No, you're right. Commander Fox, or is it Commander? But Fox from the Coruscant Guard. Yeah, I love the Coruscant Guard. All right. Yes, Strong Bear, scrap that glove combat theory. James, okay. I'd happily murder Fox with my bare hands. Oh, wow. That was mean. All right. Anyone have any Star Wars movie trivia? Since I'm not doing so great with the Old Republic trivia. Or you can give me KOTOR trivia. I'll take KOTOR trivia. But Star Wars The Old Republic is a new domain for me. All right. What are I building? I am working on trying to design a Endar Spire. Right now I'm trying to figure out how to connect these to here. That's the goal. Ooh, you know what? I wonder if I have any long plates. That's not long, and that's tile. I shouldn't even be in there. That's embarrassing. All right. I have trivia. All right, Colt, give me trivia. Wait, hold on. How does... He does have a blue suit just like you, but with a white button. All right. What am I thought? Cooper. No. Star Wars trivia. Yes, thank you, Bakas724. Is that 7247? Wait, 7274. No, I'm thinking 7274. Bakas, that's not Star Wars. Okay, we're not programmed. You have to. But they were programmed. But yes, Rex does say that we all have a choice, even clones. Who elects Palpatine to the Senate? Padme. Padme nominates Palpatine to the Senate. Cult J Animations. Unless you're talking about who gives him emergency powers, and that's Jar Jar Binks. But technically himself, because he is the Senate. No, Cult J Animations. Jar Jar gives him emergency powers. Jar Jar does not elect him. The vote of no confidence in Chancellor Valorum was put into place by Padme in Phantom Menace. And she was also the one who suggested Palpatine as the replacement. This is a nerd channel, so calling me a nerd is not an insult here. Who would win in a rap battle? Yes, force is allowed between Geralt, Rivia, and the Gonka droid. The Gonka droid every time. He's just got that beat. Gong. 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 All right. The Senate elected Sheev to the role of Chancellor. The Senate elected himself. Yes. That is correct, Calig. Now, Calig, did we already discuss Imperius versus... oh, man, what's the dark side version? Is it Nox? No. You can tell me. No, Cooper. Cooper. No. All right. Nox and Imperius. Okay, cool. Have we already talked about the various advantages of each? Or rather, which one I tend to play as? Because, yeah, so I tend to play as Darth Imperius. Absolutely. I love the storyline of the Inquisitor who's loyal to the Empire, but wants to reform the Empire in the image of the light. But not like Jedi interpretation of light, but more like, let's just keep the Sith from killing each other. Fox can burn with Binks. Dude, stop hating on the Coruscant Guard. Coruscant Guard, them my boys. See, this is good, but this is going to mean that that's going to be a really narrow hallway. Minifigures wouldn't be able to walk through that. I will glad. Yep. How many languages can C-3PO speak? Over 6 million forms of communication. That's different from languages, because that would also include things like body language and so on and so forth. But the number given is over 6 million. All right. A man has fallen into the river in Lego City, and I am laughing. I am laughing. But they all speak English. No, they don't all speak English. But they do all have magic English subtitles. Except, what's the one species whose language is never subtitled? That's my trivia question to you guys. What's the one species whose language is never subtitled? Or just what's the one language that's never subtitled? You don't have to give the species. Give either one. Strong Bear. No. No. I'm not reading that. That's mean and offensive. Jews are people too. Got a bunch of turds in my chat. I'm gonna have to. Oh, Jawa. Okay, never mind. Two. There are two languages. No, wait, no. Sorry, Jawa is subtitled in Mandalorian. I'm wrong. Or I was originally right that there's still only one language that's never subtitled. But it is not Jawa. Jawa is subtitled in The Mandalorian. Colt J. No. Now you're falling into it too. Thought you were better than that. I'm hiding that comment. No one gets to see that. There you go. That's what you deserve. Jabba. No, Jabba is subtitled. Sorry. You're going to have to do better than that. Oh, shoot. Ooh. Here's an idea. Anakinese? Well, I guess it's true that Anakin's... I guess English is never subtitled, so I think I've been checkmated. Or Galactic Basic is never subtitled. But that's not the answer I was looking for. So I'm not accepting it as the correct answer. I'm just going to admit that now there are 2 languages. Coruscant Guard, honestly, are a bunch of B-Tech phasmas. Okay. No, I don't want black. I want gray. Or red. Let's see. I hope XR Kun is canon. I'm sure he will be. It's only a matter of time. Keep up the good streams. Thanks, Baka. All right. If no one answers by the time I get this up, or both of them, there's going to be one on each side, then I will give the answer. But for now, keep guessing. What's the one language in... That's not any better. What's going on here? Okay. Wookiees is correct, Strong Bear. Thank you very much for getting the correct answer. Wookiees is correct. It is the Shriwook is the only language in Star Wars to not have subtitles, even though Wookiees are people too. But they are not given subtitles for one reason or another. And it's tragic, really. It's irresponsible, is what it is. But yeah, poor Wookiees. No subtitles for the Wookiees. No, Nihilus language does. You can turn on subtitles for Nihilus. So, checkmate. Strong Bear already got it. So if I'm trying to say Wookiees now, they don't get subtitles or medals. Oh, I mean, I think you meant to spell metal with a D. Oh, my heart. I mean, at least Chewie got the medal at the end of Rise of Skywalker. That was long overdue. But yes, Wookiees apparently don't get medals, or Wookiees are real equal Bigfoot. Yeah, medals. Wookiees don't get medals or subtitles, but Wookiees are people too. Why don't people understand that? Just the discrimination that I have to go through. It's just... I know I'm not a Wookiee. I was adopted by Wookiees. So, oh, wait. All right. You can't do that. That's racist. What can't I do? Tell me, Cooper. Cult J Animations, your message has been blocked. I'm not going to unblock that. Please don't say the N-word, Nathan. Not on my stream. I'm going to have to end my stream. Like, just to keep you guys from like wrecking YouTube with your comments and your negativity. Stop doing that, guys. This is a happy place. All right. Thank you, Colt J Animations. All right. I think that's it. Bum. All right. Laura Star, which Sith on Tatooine joined the Jedi if you kept him alive? Oh, dang it. I know that one too. He's that noble, like he was a pureblood. It's really cool. I don't, like I said, SWTOR lore is usually stuff that I have to look up before I do a video concerning anything about it, just because there are so many characters with so many names. It's not always easy for me to remember off the top of my head, but I do know who you're talking about. I do remember that happening. I did spare him in my Jedi Knight playthrough. It's Jedi Knight where that encounter happens. And I don't remember his name. PH1 behind the music where they are now in the cantina. All right. Calig, I don't know. If anyone has any questions pertaining to either the movies or Knights of the Old Republic, I would love to answer those because I'm much more confident that I can get them right than Star Wars The Old Republic stuff. Because Star Wars The Old Republic is kind of a weird mix where like it was released very close to the decanonization of Legends. So I didn't spend a lot of time really delving into the lore because I was like, oh, well, it's Legends anyway. So I'll just, invest in canon. Not that I mean, I love Legends. But SWTOR is kind of even like quasi canon in the Legends era because it wasn't as hi. Oh, there's Christine. That's my wife. She says hi. Everyone say hi to Christine. You have to. The new red armor on the troopers looks cool. Yeah, the Sith troopers do look cool. I like the look of the Sith troopers. I think that it was a good look. All right. Free Nathan. No, we will not free Nathan. All right. Fine, Colt Animations. Leave. See if I care. I'm sure that another cult member will show up to take your place. All right. Yeah, cool. Yellow. Oh, there's the only girl, right? She's here now. What fun. All right, now I gotta, since we're gonna be starting to work on the outer plating, I need to look at the coloration. Okay. Calic. Looked like you said Wizard of Oz for a second. All right. So this is going to have to be light bluish gray. So if I do these and then put it there. All right. Sad you can't meet Blue Jay. He's sleeping with the fishes. Well, did he defy your cult? Because it sounds like that's the type of thing you people would do. Cooper says hi to Christine. All right. not sure if I want to stick with that. Now, time for the curved pieces. I think I used all the dark red of these on the Ebon Hawk. Yeah, it looks like I did. Which is fine. I can do other things. It's just a bummer because those would have been perfect for a lot of the things I've got going on here. Well, what's Dash up to? All right, so life's been good. Dash is working on his gaming channel, and he is wanting to focus on his Game Lore Dash channel, and so I've been helping out here to free up his schedule a little bit more. I don't want to sleep with the fishes. Yellow J animations. I'd really rather sleep at home. Oh, that's why. All right. I'll give you a very good question, Lore Star. Who is the Lord of Hunger and Pain and Betrayal? Scion? Or not Scion, Nihilus? Help, I'm being taken away from my computer. All right, bye. Bad Nathan. Yep, nope, Nathan. Nathan, seriously, you gotta stop. Can I... Oh, I think I can put you on a timeout. I can put you on a timeout. Nathan, you're going on a timeout. Wait, how long is your timeout for? Yep, Nathan is on a timeout because that's inappropriate. 300 seconds, Nathan. You got 300 seconds of timeout. And if you don't behave next time, I'm going to send you to your room. All right. That's fine. Oh, no, that's not. Dang it. I didn't mean to, Cooper. All right, let's see. Let's see how fast you can switch accounts. All right, Jay. I think you've been switching accounts pretty fast all night or day or whatever this is. So this is what I've got so far. It's looking okay. What I need... Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. Yep. That's a problem indeed. All right, so if I put this here... See, that still pulls. These are what's called illegal building techniques, where the things kind of have to stretch in order to fit right. It's illegal, and you're not supposed to do it. So let's see if I can get this to fit without having to use any illegal building techniques. Oh, Hayden, come on, man. Jeez. What happened to my really... I'm putting you on a timeout, Aiden. Although something tells me that that might be what you wanted all along, which is gross. Freaking... This is so bad. This is so bad. This is so gross. I liked my last live stream community better. What's going on here? I don't like this. Okay. I need some curved dark red pieces. And yes, I am going with dark red instead of what do you call it? Rust orange. Dang it, Colt. You're just gonna like follow me around and mess with me, aren't you? So instead of using rust, I'm using dark red because I have dark red pieces. Plus dark red looks awesome. Oh, check that out. It's my Legion sniper rifle for Mass Effect. I'll have to put that there. All right, Life. I want to play bingo with my rich uncle. This is getting too weird. For the Empire Stormtrooper. For the Empire. Yeah, we are getting on the urge of the comments being taken away, Calig. That's absolutely right. This is. I might have to pause. Let everyone have enough time to take a cold shower, and then maybe come back to it. Ooh, that could be a good idea. Yeah. Although, so we'll wait on that, and we'll start with the walls maybe. Yeah. So should the walls fold from the bottom out or from the top up? That's the real question. What do you guys think? Bottom out, down, or top up for the walls? Calig, I wish to ask you, why was it legal to arrest Sidious? It wasn't. It was not legal. The Jedi basically did commit treason by going after the Senate, he was the Senate, but prequel memes. Yes, no, the Empire did nothing wrong. But it was treason. It was not legal for the Jedi to arrest Palpatine, but they did it anyway, because sometimes just because something is, well, the Jedi believed that even though it was illegal, that it was also illegal for Palpatine to have even remained in power in the first place. So they thought that they were in the right, even though it was illegal. Nathan, you gonna be good this time? Treason. It is treason. It is treason. All right. So far we've got some framework. We've got an upper area. I'm still not sure how I'm going to turn this into the hammerhead portion. But I think what we're going to start with now is some more infrastructure to try to give it enough weight to support the engines. And then the walls. Now, again, guys, fold the walls. Should they fold this way or should they fold this way? Tell me your thoughts. The Empire did absolutely nothing wrong. I mean, slavery is a little where it gets not necessarily gray, but where the Empire starts looking a little less grand. But still, they were better about it than the Republic was. The Jedi is evil. Look at what they did to our poor Chancellor. Cooper, that's not getting approved, man. I'm sorry. Only I get to see that and you. But your message is flagged, and I'm not going to unflag it. It was just really inappropriate. And I will not stand for it. All right, let's look at the picture of the Endar Spire again. Okie dokie. All right. Aiden, no. Child slavery is bad, Nathan. Why would I even have to... all right. I thought Blue J Animations died. It was sleeping with the fishes. Stormtrooper, no. Slavery is not totally justified for the Empire. But we can at least say that they were more responsible about it than the Republic was. I think that that's something that we can say. And at least they weren't terrorists like the rebels were. So that's another thing we can say. Yes, the Empire did nothing wrong is another video that's coming out soon. And completely unironically. All right. Come on. I need ideas. You guys didn't tell me what direction the door should open, so I'm just kind of at a loss, you know. Upside down. Well, from the top up or from the down, from the bottom down. Down. Okay. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure which one would be easier to implement, if I'm honest. All right. So let's start. Let's get these light grays. Make them open for the Republic. Yes. For the Republic. We got, yep. Now I just need to build a Lego Trask Olgo, our hero and the greatest hero of all time. gray. All right, let's see here. Sith rule of Judge rule. How does it feel holding $1 million? I've never held $1 million, but I'd imagine it felt pretty good. If anyone wants my honest opinion on that, I'd happily give it, provided you can provide the $1 million. But I would gladly provide my opinion on that for you. Yes. Okay. All right. Gotta be close to that. With that many Lego stars? Oh, I mean, maybe in value, yeah. I mean, not 1 million, but probably a couple thousand. I would imagine. Oh, I wonder if I can use these. So let's see. No, I shouldn't use these for the walls. I can use these for the top and for the sides, but not for the walls because there's just not enough gray. Or sorry, there's too much gray, not enough red. This is looking like it's going to be stubby. The hammerheads are long. I'm trying to look at that. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see as I increase in size. Yeah, are you saying it's going to be stubby? Burn and Mustafar. Ooh, ouch. You mentioned you were focused on GTN. What am I selling there? I don't want to tell you my secrets. I mostly sell command frameworks. But to guilds and whatnot. All right, I don't need this sticker anymore. Anyone tell me what Lego set that's from? Oh, it's backwards. That's fun. Laura Star, love the videos and the channel. Always support you. Oh, thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. And I love you and I support you. That plans have been stolen. I must go and stop the terrorists. Seems like a princess with them too. How's your... I don't have a weed farm, Aiden. How's your weed farm doing? Since we're asking each other baseless questions without any reason for them. All right. I love the stream. Been watching for 2 hours. Can you join my cult? I will not join your cult, Blue Cult J Animations. I do appreciate that you've been watching for so long, but I have a strict 3 cult policies, and I am at my limit. So I can't be a member of more than 3 at a time. All right. Nathan is back. Well, Nathan, you gonna be good this time? I asked you that last time, and I don't think you were. But is that a? Wow. If I ever get too many decorations for Star Fortresses, I plan to sell them for good credits. Yeah, Star Fortress is a good place to get GTN credits. I tend to just go for command frameworks It's all right. It's good money, or when they sell, it is anyway. They don't sell often. Please don't join the KKK. That's bad. Don't do that. Seriously. People are calling the Empire bad guys. Do they not realize the greater evils that are out there? All right. Anyone still? That sticker, what set does it come from? It's a trivia question. I know the answer. Do you know the answer? Oh, wait, cult. Are you paying people to join your cult now? Because that's what it looks like. It is from a set from Lego Cal. I guess that means you win. It's from the Spider-Man Doc Ock, Spider-Man 2 train set, where Spider-Man stops the train with all the spider webs. Bye, sticker. All right. Uh-oh, is there blasphemy going on? That's not good. No blasphemy here. Please. Cool. So I'm thinking this is going to be the wall. All right, you guys are just having a grand old time talking about your cult. Just making a cult right here in my chat. So that's scary. All right. Yeah, I think that this is going to be good. I think that's going to make a good wall. So we'll set that aside for now. Oh, that's a good idea. You should get laid for the Empire. Huh. Okay. Give me $20 and you'll get. Oh gosh, no, Colt. Nope. Now you get a timeout too. You don't get to prostitute your sister in the comments. Bad Colt. By the way, for those you don't know, his sister is just him on another account, but still. Don't let him do that. You're on a timeout, Colt. All right. Need another one of these gray pieces. Doesn't have to be gray. That's not the right size. I see a white one, but I don't want to use that. Oh no, yellow, no. Nope. Yellow, you gotta get timeout too. You can't prostitute yourself either. Sorry. No prostituting here on the channel. That's a no. All right. Do you think the Resistance still used the E11 Stormtrooper blaster? The Resistance? No. Hi, Red J, and I'm saying that Yellow was prostituting herself because Dark Blue Jay offered $20. No, wait, was accepting $20 for her to lay with someone, and that just sounds real bad. I'm not having it. I will have none of it on this chat. Oh gosh. Aiden, your message is blocked, and I am not unblocking it because it's gross. This is why we can't have nice things. It's you people. Well, if it's for the Empire, then I mean. Interesting. Ew. Banned them? I think you mean banned them. Yeah, I might have to ban them. Nathan, that's no, okay. Not only is that just that's too much. I'm gonna report you. I'm sorry, Nathan, but you know, we reach a point where it's just not appropriate for the audience and for the community. So, all right. I wonder if the red has a piece I'm looking for. No. Okay. No, not in the tan either. I think I already looked in here. But you know what? I can use these instead. So that's a good idea. All right, Lore Star, what about the droid attack on the Wookiees? Good relations with the Wookiees, I have. Are you? No, I am not the Savior, Cooper. That's Jesus. All right. Lore Star, help eight. Oh, come on, Dark Blue Jay. Honestly, I feel like that's on you. For just being a turd in the chat. All right. Oh gosh. All right. So yeah, now that's finished. I'm going to do the other side. And then the live stream might have to take a quick break due to inappropriosity. While everyone cools down, collects their thoughts, and then we can come back and have a grand time. I don't even want to acknowledge the chat right now. It's just bad. It's just all bad. I'm just looking for a 2x4. Sorry, 2x4 black. Ew. Dark Blue Jay. Not cool, dude. It's the inappropriosity again. All right, cool. But it's backwards, so now it's the right way. Okay, so now we've got both walls. It's going to make things a little bit cooler looking. All right. So so far, this is what we got. We've got it's about this long. The hammerhead section's going to go here, and we got walls are going to go on like that. There we go. Better to look at the thing than the screen, which I think is going to end up looking pretty good. I'm excited to finish. Hopefully I can finish today. I don't know. It's always harder when you're designing. You want the first live stream? I want it too, Calic. Oh man, that was a great group of people, wasn't it? And so I think we're going to take a quick break. Maybe up to an hour. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it. I hope you're here when we come back because I just want to give everyone a chance to cool down, maybe take a cool shower. I'm going to be a little heavier on the band hammer next time because while this video is marked as not for kids, it's also not marked as 18 plus. So I'm gonna try to keep the chat as civil, not just as civil, but as appropriate as possible. So I will see you guys hopefully in about an hour. I'm gonna just take some time and probably try to find a couple more of the pieces that are in the bigger buckets that I can't access right here. So I'm not going to be building without you guys, but I am going to be collecting some pieces from around. But hopefully see you guys soon, and come on back, and I will see you then. But until then, may the Lord be with you always.